Nick,
Thank you.
keep rolling if you want to continue.
I got one more thing I wanted to talk about, and that is locations.
Location.
We are currently looking at 3 cemeteries. They're really old and really beautiful, and there's a lot of visual variety in the monuments and their shape and size. If anybody knows anybody that might possibly be able to get us in there, because I don't know what it's going to take, call Cynthia.
What time of night are we talking about shooting this?
Dusk till done. We will need to be in there after the park is closed to the public.
So you're thinking like 8 o'clock-ish, because
8 o'clock-ish,
What
yeah.
time is it now?
for makeup and
About
costumes.
8:30.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Which
sun-
means there needs to be a custodian on set to help lock up when we're done.
Most likely, yeah.
Which means we may have to pay this custodian.
Most likely, yeah. I know you can sweet talk though. I've
Oh
seen you
yeah.
The key to getting anybody to do stuff for you, at least with the city and with, is just be confident.
Just walk in and be like, "Listen, asshole.
That
We're gonna shoot this movie in a cemetery, and after we win the Oscar, aren't you gonna wish it was yours?"
Now here's a quick question, Nick. Do you want it to be pitch black, or would you be okay with a day for night, which is a really deep blue, inside the camera?
We'll have to play around with it.
Okay.
That had occurred to me actually, but I wouldn't. I don't want to make a decision yet.
Okay.
Do we need to screen test in the cemetery?
I don't suggest that.
Okay.
I'd rather do, if we can do it anywhere else, because when we get to the cemetery, let's be ready, let's roll, let's get out of there.
I think that we should screen test in the cemetery if possible, though. We're gonna have different light levels anywhere else.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Before we shoot, we are gonna need to go there
Okay.
and get all the lights and the shots set up. I don't necessarily want to be able to see the edge of the cemetery, that's why I'm going after the big ones first. But I would not be against shooting in a churchyard cemetery if we need to. Just so
Well-
long as it's not like beside a highway or something.
In Virginia Beach, going out Pungo Way, there's a bunch of little churches out that way that have their own cemeteries. Now, not a lot of them have the fancy statuary, so that's like maybe a secondary consideration.
What I'd suggest to you guys
300
is,
frames.
Nick, if you find a private
Not including
place, for all your, most of the animatic was tight, so you can shoot 3 days worth of filming at a private place.
Right.
And then ask the city if we can just get it for a day or two for all the wide shots. Keep that in mind, if they're giving you guff about a 5-day shoot, say, well, what if we come out there 1 or 2 days for these beautiful, gorgeous exteriors and the big ones, and then keep our shots tight as they are for the single.
Okay.
It's an option.
So, Tasha,
Yeah.
I think what I'd really like you to do over the next couple of weeks is get to the bottom of this graveyard situation and find out where we can and what it's going to take and who to contact.
Cool.
And Alana, you're just going to chill until we produce, and then you'll be dead.
And fire.
No, I'm not,
Yeah.
no, of course, I
Well-
wouldn't do a thing like that. And you're fired for bringing it up. Alani, the kind of things you'll be doing is helping Sam and I set up for the shoot, making sure everything's in position. You'll probably be keeping a lot of lists and making sure we have everything we need and aren't leaving anything behind when we're done for the night. Making sure actors are there and ready and being mean to them if they're not.
Are we our own continuity?
That I am. I'm still up in the air about that. I think I can arrange the shot list and the shooting schedule so that we don't really need to worry about continuity.
If you want it to be noir looking, where you have a big difference between your light and your dark.
I really am not certain, actually. More lighting would be interesting to see. I'm not certain it's appropriate for the scene, though.
I agree.
And also the thing about day for night would be a whole lot more convenient. But I'm so sick of blue. I'm absolutely convinced there's got to be another way to shoot night than just make it
Shoot
look
it at night.
blue.
Shoot it at night and light it funky. If you watch any film and they're in the car and their faces are completely illuminated, you have no idea why, but you don't care. But there's some reason, there's this light coming up from the bottom of the car, and realistically, you can't see shit in your car with the lights on. It's tough to do.
Can you make a gobo for a clip lamp?
Ooh.
No.
Well, then what if we have Alani stand between the actors and the light and wave a tree branch? What if we light them from the side
Yeah, absolutely.
with moving shadows? Because there's so much stillness in this
You can
scene.
still-
I've seen a lot of night scenes where they're lit through the trees.
Yeah, absolutely. From a distance,
From a
just shoot it
distance.
through.
Yeah.
That bothers me though.
Yeah,
Because what is that light doing up in the trees?
Have you,
The moon is not that bright.
Street lights.
you watched the commentary for Slither?
Oh,
Fucking awesome movie, but the
no, it's not.
the director,
haven't even watched it.
Exactly.
he talks about how you always know it's a low budget film because in the night scenes, off on the horizon beyond the trees, it's always glowing.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to shoot his film that way, and there's one shot of some second unit
I
where
remember that when the second unit
Yeah,
guy
shot
shot
it,
it like
yeah.
that.
and they didn't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, there's no point to that story.
Oh, by the way, Sam, have you seen Eastern Promises yet?
Yes. We digress.
It's so good. Yeah. I guess we can go ahead and adjourn the meeting now if anybody's hungry or sleepy or
I'm hungry.
just tired of sitting in my house.